So today we're going to be looking into how your person or this person that is on your mind is feeling about you. So let's get straight into it. How is this person feeling about the collective? I've got the Seven of Wands. So they could be feeling kind of defensive right now. This person could be, let's get some clarifiers, but they could be feeling a little bit defensive at the moment. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there's a willingness though to fight for what you have. There's like this desire to fight for you here. The Page of Swords, but they might not be very good at expressing that. They might not have fully voiced to you like how important you are to them. They might find that quite difficult with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. How is this person feeling? The Ace of Cups. You see this contrast in energy, like, we'll get into it. The Six of Swords. And, that's too many. One more, please. The Ace of Swords. Okay. Right. I feel like with this person that you're dealing with, they are feeling like they need to defend themselves in some way, but that is not because of you. Like, this person, they deal with a lot of anxiety mentally. They are somebody that overthinks a lot and could have been like quite silenced in their childhood with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I really feel like there is an inner child wound for them around speaking up about how they feel, about what they want, about what they're struggling with, about what's going on in their head. Like, that's not something that they actually know how to voice very well. Like, they might not have been taught how to do that, or like even they were like shamed for that, or that was like a suppressed part of them, right? But we do have this progression from like, there's the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and then the Ace of Swords underneath the Nine of Swords. With the Six of Swords as well underneath the Page of Swords, like, it's really giving that they want to move away from this. Like, they want to move into a place of communication. They want to move away from their own fears, their own doubts, their own worries, and these like heavier kind of energies, because they do really see a future with you with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups underneath. This person does have very strong feelings for you, and they see this as a long-lasting thing. They see you as somebody they would like to build with, but they just find it difficult to like voice that. And I feel like they want to tell you that they are willing to fight for this. They're willing to put the work in for this. With this Seven of Wands, I'm getting a message of like, there could be other people or other like external forces where that is affecting the relationship, like especially like the physicality of the relationship. So like, you know, what's going on for you in, it's not necessarily to do with their feelings, but it's more like their level of, their ability to commit, or like something like that, or like how often they see you, or how involved you are in each other's lives. There's something there where they are kind of holding back on that, because there is like this energy. Sorry, my washing machine is being loud, but gotta do my washing. So anyway, there's like this holding back of like I say, this holding back on communicating, on really like how much they can give to you, or how much like they involve you in their lives, or something like that. And I do feel like this has some sort of something to do with either money or family. It's going to be different for all of you, but I do feel like for a lot of you, they could feel the need to like defend this situation to other people. Like, I'm getting more that it could be like family and expectations and stuff like that. Like, they need to uphold some sort of like ideal, or I don't even know, but it's not, they're not even actually like that. So, you know, like kind of like traditions and stuff, or like if their parents are like, you can only be with like this type of person, and they don't want to be with that type of person, do you know what I mean? Like, it does really feel like some sort of expectation, like maybe from a mother or father or some sort of parental figure, or like family tradition. For some of you it's something like that, like you differ from whatever that is, and they like that, but with how like involved you are with the family or stuff like that, do you know what I mean? It's like they've got to figure that out, but they do intend to close whatever this cycle is out, and you know, bring more peace, show you how they feel, show more affection, communicate better, because like we have these three cards, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups and Six of Swords at like the end, and it's really giving like they want to move this into like calmer waters. They want to move this into a place where like there's more expression of feelings, there's more clearer communication, but they know that that's on them. Like, what I feel from this is like, I don't think that you are causing them to feel any of these like anxieties that they do feel, but they have a real fear of being misunderstood. They have a real fear of being misunderstood and like not heard in the right way, because that is how things have been for them, and that really like makes them feel closed off. Like, when it comes to communicating, they're quite just, yeah, they are closed off, but they really want to put us into a cycle, especially if there has been conflict between the two of you, where if they have been needing to like defend themselves to you because you're like, you know, speaking up on some type of like, you know, if they have been weird about like you meeting their family, or how much like the level of which that they're committing to you or whatever, and you've brought that up, and like they've, you know, if that's been like an uncomfortable situation where they've kind of like felt like the odds are against them, is what I'm getting. Like, they know that you deserve better than that, but they don't want to give you up, but like there's all these other things going on for them, like work wise, I'm getting money wise, and then like family wise, like they're feeling a bit overwhelmed, I think, and it's like all spilling into how they feel about you or what's going on with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lack of love for you, or it's not a lack of whatever, but also you don't have to put up with that. Like, if you are like, hello, like, what are we playing at? Do you know what I mean? If you're not happy with that, I'm not saying you should tolerate that at all. I'm just saying this is how they're feeling. Like, this is just so you can understand from their point of view. It feels very overwhelming, and they're just afraid that like they just don't want things to end with you. They don't want to lose you, and they think like maybe being quiet will help prevent that, but like actually no, like that's kind of making it worse. Like, you want them to communicate, I feel like, but they're a bit closed off with that. And I think as well, they are just fearful of like letting you know, perhaps depending on where you are in your relationship, letting you know that like they see a future with you, or that they want to commit to you, or, you know, like if you haven't been together very long, and they might have had situations in the past where, you know, they've committed too early, or they've been burnt, or whatever like issues that they have, do you know what I mean? Obviously, again, it's general, it's going to be different, and they might feel a bit afraid, like, oh, what if this person doesn't feel the same, like it's early days, or like, you know, like if it is early days, if not, then disregard, obviously. But if you, it depends where you are in the relationship, but I think they want to deepen the level of commitment that's there, so they feel apprehensive about whatever that is, because fear of rejection, just fear overall. They're quite a fearful person. They could be an air sign, with like some earth, some water, some fire, but mostly air, because there's a lot of swords here. And they're quite in their head. This person is a logical person. This person is a thinker. Do you know what I mean? Like, but not a communicator. Like, they could be a yapper at times, but like emotionally speaking, and like when it's like their actual fears and them types of thoughts, they're not really too open about that. But they do want to open up about that. Like with the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords, I do think they do want to communicate to you some of the anxieties and stuff that they've been having. But I think this is like a work in progress, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on for them. Let's get some more. What does this person feel? I want to see what they feel for you. Like, this is right now, but I want to see. yeah, I want to see like their actual deep feelings for you. So what is this person's feelings for the collective, please? The Star. You shine to them. You stand out to them. Like, you shine. Like, let's just, I will get more, but let's just take a moment for this. They think that you are like, you are somebody that like could be famous. Like, they actually see that for you. They're like, this person is a star. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, they really view you as like so special, so like talented, just like a light. And people, like, they see that people like you, people love you. Like, you light up a room, you know, like you stand out in the crowd. They like how you move, how you walk, how you move. If you dance, especially if you pole dance, because look at the card. They like that. I mean, fair enough. King of Cups, 9 of Wands. There are deep feelings here from this person, King of Cups. Like, they really do have very deep feelings for you. But with the 9 of Wands, it's like, there is this like fearfulness from them. There's this like, what's the word? Like, they fear the depth of their own emotions almost, is what it feels like. Like, with that coming out with the King of Cups, they're not used to being the King of Cups. They're used to being the King of Swords. Like I said, this is giving air sign. They're not used to this. Yeah, like, they're just not used to the depth of emotion that they feel for you, the way they feel for you, especially if it is soon. But yeah, if it is soon, you haven't known them super long, like stuff like that especially, they're like, why am I feeling this intensely for this person? Like, that's crazy. They might not have really felt the way they feel about you for anyone else. Like, even if it's not new, like, you know, the levels that their emotions are going, that's new for them. And I feel like they do get triggered. Like, they do have stuff come up and they are trying to be better. They're trying to work through that. And they are, I think they are. But like, everyone, you know, has their own pace and their own lessons to learn and stuff to heal, and you know. But I don't see like bad intentions from this person. It's more just like they're figuring stuff out, and they are like willing to defend how they feel about you, defend your connection. Like, they're willing to fight for it. That's what I feel like with the 9 of Wands there and the King of Cups. Like, you are somebody that's worth fighting for. You're worth like whatever, not obstacles that come with you, but like, there's certain things that have come up like around you. Like, it's not necessarily like anything you've done, but it's like, you know, this family stuff, if that's the thing, or like money wise, or you know, whatever it is, they're willing to fight for you. If there's a distance, like, they want to move through the obstacles, even if you just have had, you know, like disagreements, or they're, even if it's like them being avoidant in a way, yeah, they're willing. It's not even they're willing, they're determined to work through this. Like, that's really the word that comes to mind. They're determined to work through their own stuff, to do better, to be better, to, you know, do what it takes to make things work with you. Like, that's really how it feels. Because the level that they feel for you, like, they know that's special. They know you're special. And they're willing to do what it takes. They're determined to do what it takes. It's not just willing, like, if I have to do this. No, they want to, because they want to make this work. Like, that's really how it feels. We've got the Wheel and the Wheel, the World, and the Ace of Wands. So what I really feel from this, like I say, this determination, this passion, I can't really show that card, to like move forward, to build a world with you. Like, they really see you as somebody they can really like build a foundation with, like build a life with. They're really determined to move closer to you, to be in your physical space. Like, you are this person's world. What they do like everything they do is for you in some way. Like maybe not if you're like just getting to know this person, but like especially if you are together with this person like properly, everything they do is for you. Like the fact that they work, that you know, wanting to earn a living, wanting to what they want to create, what they want to build in life. That's with you in mind. Like you are an important part of that. And even if it is soon in the relationship, it's more like them being determined to work on themselves, them being determined to heal, to be, you know, to make this work, is for you. Like they want to provide for you, they want to be there for you, they want, like you are the world to them, like you actually are. And also they especially physically are attracted to you. We've got the world and she's got her top off, and then we've got the Ace of Wands. Like if you know, you know. They like that area of you when your top's off. Just saying, like this person, that yeah, there is a real passion for you, a real physical attraction with the Ace of Wands. Like they find you very attractive, they're very passionate about you, and they want to show you that. But it's not just that, like there is this depth of emotion here as well, like behind it, but I think that just amplifies that passion like even more for them. Like they, for ones, like they really see a future with you, like you make them happy, and you make them feel passionate as well about like their own goals. Like you bring passion into their life, not just like in that physical sense, but like you spark like a creativity in them. You ignite their passions for other things, because it's like, not that you give their life meaning, because that is like kind of toxic and codependent, like, you know what I mean, but you do. Like I don't mean that in, you know what I mean, you'll know what I mean. I don't mean that in a like codependent way where like they have nothing else going on. No, they like other stuff in their life as well, they enjoy doing stuff, but like you make them feel even more inspired to do those things. Like if they feel doubtful or like insecure of their talents at times, or like, you know, certain things like that, you boost them up, you make them feel better. And like I think them seeing you in your element doing whatever it is that you do, it makes them feel inspired. Like they feel inspired by you, like to do their own thing, or they're just inspired by you and like your light and how you are, like how you go about your life, what you do. Especially if you actually are in the limelight, or like on social media, or like if you are a singer or like an artist, like if you do something in front of people, an actress, an actor, whatever it is, they really like that. Like that inspires them. That really does. How else does this person feel? We have the Five of Swords. We'll clarify the Five of Swords. The Nine of Cups. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. The Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Give me a sec. I feel from this like you make them want to move away from like self-sabotaging behaviours. Like the way you make them very aware of how and where they self-sabotage, like where they create things out of nothing and like ruin a good thing or self-sabotage a situation. You also have made them very aware of like who, like the company they keep. Like if they have had toxic like friends or family, they've known that for a while, but like you've made it abundantly clear, like because you can't trust that energy, because you're not that, because you do make them happy, they actually see like how unhappy they are in other situations, which is really interesting. It's weird with the Seven of Swords, I don't get like a bad vibe. Yeah, I don't get a bad vibe with the Seven of Swords. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords. Five of Wands. What? Clarify this. Five of Cups. Bro, this is taking a turn. But I really don't get this to be about you. Like this feels like let me take a minute. What I was just meditating on those cards because like there's a lot. The first message I was getting is they feel ashamed of their past. Now I'm not getting into that. I'm not reading into that too much, but that is a message coming through for someone. They feel ashamed of their past, and obviously that it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you or how they feel about you, but I think because the energy that you are, you shine, and you are a light, and you are a kind, compassionate person, and they feel deeply for you, and I think it's really made them reflect on their behaviours, how they may have treated people in the past. If for a select few of you, if they have done you dirty, if this person has betrayed you in the past, if there has been conflict with you, if they have lost you, if this is someone you don't talk to, like if this is an ex or something, they regret that. They are grieving that, and like the happiness and abundance that they could have had with you. Like if this is like all the stuff I was saying before, but you're not together, like, but they have felt that about you in the past, but now, do you get what I'm saying? Like if that had been relevant in the past, but it so happens that now you're not together, or you don't talk to this person or whatever right now, there's regret. Like again, I'm not telling you what to do. This is purely a reading to see how they feel. If someone's done you dirty, like, bye, okay. I'm not telling you to deal with that. And this is for a select few, because for most of you, I don't see that this is about you. This feels more like you highlight to them who is toxic in their life, how they are toxic in themselves, how they self-sabotage their own happiness, and like opportunities to be happy. And they like their past grief, their past pain, and like internal conflict sabotages those potential good opportunities and potential opportunities for happiness with you. And they're just very aware of that, like with you. They're very, very aware of that side of themselves, which is a lot. Like that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to work through. But I will say, for the select few of you that have had conflict with this person, that have fallen out with this person, that doesn't speak to this person, especially if they, like, you could have walked away from them, but they pushed you to that, like this, whatever happened was their fault. They know that they self-sabotaged, like, the opportunity to be the happiest that they've ever been with you, quite frankly. And they do still have all these feelings about you. They still see you, they still watch you, they still feel passionate about you. They still have these deep emotions, but they do try and fight them with the 9 of Wands, because they just feel like it's unattainable, to be honest. They know that they have messed this up. That's for some. 4 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups on the bottom, and 7 of Cups. That's another energy. Like that's someone in the past that is very regretful and reminiscent of the past. But anyways, let's move past that, because no. If you want to read in more into that energy, like comment down below and I can do a like reading about a past energy, whatever. If people want that, I'll do it. It's not something I particularly focus on, but like I do understand that having the clarity and stuff is nice sometimes, so I'm happy to do that. But next we're going to see what is next to come with this person, what their next actions are towards you and stuff like that. So what are this person's next actions towards the collective? Spirit. Whoa, 1 flew away. I'm going to have to go get that. The moon, the 5 of coins. Ooh. The sun was on the floor. This person's energy is all over the shop. We've got the moon, the 5 of pentacles, the sun. You see the moon there, that in the middle of the sun there. They want to talk, they want to bring light to something. They're Knight of Swords. They want to communicate about something that has been in the darkness, something about them that they haven't talked to you about. There needs to be a conversation. And it might not be the most enjoyable or most comfortable of conversations, but it will be positive in the long run, okay? Like, even if it's not like the most best conversation, it is going to be a positive thing. Like, I think it is more so about them being honest with you about how they feel about things they've been keeping hidden from you, not in a deceptive, sneaky way, but just like real life. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the things they've been dealing with, the things they've been thinking about, even like things they've gone through in their past. They want to open up to you about that, because a lot of this has been quite confusing and like in the dark, and you felt confused by this. Like, you felt like, you know, there's something going on with them, but they're not being open about it. Like we said before, like they have these issues with communication maybe, but they want to communicate because they do want to bring light to this. They want to bring joy into this situation. Like, they don't want it to be heavy or to like leave you out of the loop. They don't want you to like be unaware of important things that are going on for them or have gone on for them. They could open up to you about something in their childhood that still really impacts them, especially if there's like certain abandonment wounds and also certain stuff around like money and like their upbringing and stuff like that. You might have a conversation about that, and like I say, it might be like a deep conversation, you know what I mean, but like a heavy subject. But I do think it's going to bring clarity, and it's going to bring positivity in the way of like, it's like a relief. Like, you understand them a bit better and they feel a relief because they can talk to you about what's going on with them, and it opens up like this line of communication between you, which is really nice. What's to come next with these for this collective? What's to come next for this collective? In love. That's way too many. Loads came out. What's to come next in love for this collective? Again, the same cards coming out. What is to come next for this collective in their love life? Oh my goodness. It's literally the same cards from earlier coming out. That's so weird. The Fool, the Nine of Swords. Somebody's facing their fears. Bro, it is the same cards coming out. The Nine of Wands, which we had earlier, and the Lovers. I feel like despite fear, despite this like, you know, apprehension that someone might have on taking a leap here, the leap will be taken. There's a decision to pursue this, to take action on this, you know, no matter what the odds. There is, like I said, a determination to pursue you, like to pursue this. And I do feel like, yeah, this person is going to take action towards you. They're going to take a leap of faith. They're going to communicate to you about these anxieties, like why they've been in their head, where it stems from. Like, this is like a long convo as well. And I think you will feel better after this conversation with this person. I do think, if nothing else, it's going to bring clarity to you. Even if, like, we had that past person coming through for some of you, if this is a past person, they could communicate with you like, oh, I'm sorry, I acted like this is why I had this going on, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying to take them back. I'm not saying that. That's not for me to say. That's not what this is about. But for majority of you, this person's going to open up to you and communicate. And I do think this is going to bring a really positive shift in. It's going to deepen the bond that you have with this person. You're going to understand each other better. There's going to be a better flow of communication because there's this deep connection there. But there's just stuff that needs to be voiced. So I would expect to see more communication from this person coming in. Just cut the deck on the Ace of Swords. And just allow them the space to be open with you. And